Hey guys, we are back with some more Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode. Last time we went through a lot of roster, not roster moves, but just debate about the future of the Columbus Blue Jackets roster and, who we're going to be drafting, all that good stuff. But nonetheless, we got started in the simulation. We are 5-2 currently. So let's keep going. Let's get into that calendar. And did it freeze on me? Nope. Okay, good. It's rather concerning how long all of this is taking at the moment with the simulation, or not with the simulation, but with the game itself. But hopefully that's not permanent, because that is, again, I keep thinking it freezes on me or something. All right, let's go a month, see what happens. Again, we're not going to really deal with any of the morale stuff, since that seems to be pretty well broken. As it was last year. They really need to revamp that for NHL 18 or even a patch in NHL 17 if they can. That would be pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, morale just seems to be all over the place still. I mean, you can see in the top of the screen, it's going all over the place. So I don't even know what to make of it. We'll just leave it alone though. There you go. Nice win. And Boston, is that? Yes, that is a win. We are 10-2 right now. I mean, Jesus, I didn't take the game seriously when it said contender, but man. All right, 10-3, 62 loss against the St. Louis Blues. Washington, that was a 5-1 loss. Come on, boys, don't make me go back on my word. New York, they're 5-10-3. Can we beat them? And yeah, there you go. I was about to say, of course we don't, but because that's just, the logic of this game sometimes. And of course, we lost 2 in a row there, 5-1, 4-1. Come on against Calgary, boys. Let's get it done. 2-1. Come on, boys. This is turned from a immediately turned from a good season to all right, like not so great. Like I don't know what's going on yet, sort of thing. We seem to be a very streaky team. Yeah, like we'll go win, 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 loss, loss, win, loss, 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 win, loss, loss. So it's very patchy, like all over the place, and but I don't think we need to make any trades or any changes at the moment. Where do we sit in the standings? Okay, we're third, so we're in a playoff spot in the moment, or at the moment. Jeez, can't talk. And let's check the stats, the player stats, just to see who's doing what. Maybe any line changes we can make. Dubinsky's at 20 points, leading our team. That's nice. Almost a goal per game, or not a goal per game, point per game. Foligno, 17. Wenberg, 16. Atkinson, 14. Saad, 13. So I'd like Saad to be performing a bit better, but again, as long as we're winning, it doesn't really matter who's producing. Hartnell's got 9. Again, we're going to trade him. We're likely trading him before the trade deadline or at the trade deadline. Let's check out goaltenders. Corpusalo, the goaltenders numbers have really dropped since the last time we checked. Corpusalo is now down to a .893 in save percentage and a 3.82 or 28 in goals against average. So that's not good. I mean, he's growing for some reason. I guess that's just as a result of the morale. Yeah, ice time and team meeting. Yeah, that's probably just morale more or less, but we'll check player growth later on. But yeah, he's definitely going to be like at 85, 86 by the time next season starts. So all right, I mean, not bad. I mean, the goaltenders was pretty atrocious how much they dropped off from the last time we checked, but again, as long as we're winning games, we'll keep going with it. So let's go another month. Or we'll go 2 weeks, since that's probably when the scout's going to appear anyway. And also, it'll give us a better idea of where our team's at then within the next, that's 6 games, I think? Yeah. So a 5-3 win against Colorado. And Arizona is a 2-1 win. All right. Arizona again. 7-4 loss. All right, so inconsistent. I love it. Detroit, New York, Edmonton coming up here in the next 3 games. Then some stops, and I believe the scout appears soon. At some point, 5-3 loss against the Detroit Red Wings. Ugh. 2-1 loss against the Islanders. Yeah, we're all over the place, boys. There's the scout. Like, I don't know what direction we're headed in, honestly, at the moment. Just gonna keep doing the QMJHL forwards because we need that center, that potential center. Because I believe that's the only position we don't have. Well, I mean, Pierre-Luc Dubois, fair enough, but again, he's got the low elite potential, and you never know how those guys are going to turn out. 2-0 loss against Edmonton. We're 14-12-2. Let's see if there's a line change we can make, because I feel like that would be good for our guys. What's Saad been doing these past few games? 8-10. So, I mean, that's not bad. Dubinsky, 14-15, 29 points. So, Dubinsky seems to be leading the charge on that first line. I don't know how I get those 2 lines mixed up, but it's a weird situation that we're in, because we have some great players up here. They're just not really performing to their best. What if I switch Jenner and Saad? I mean, only problem is, like, that line's not doing too much better either. What about Foligno? What if I put Foligno up here instead of Saad? Nah, no, I want Saad to grow, boys. That's the thing. Atkinson, we could always put him on the second line. We could just switch. We could flip-flop him and Foligno. Foligno. Ah, man, I am so out of it right now. But that'd be 3 two-way forwards on the first line. What about Wenberg? I kind of wanted him to play center, though. Yeah, you know what? There's no line changes I'm willing to make right now on the top 6. Bottom 6, though, or top 9. I don't want to put Hartnell on the 4th line just because I don't want him to drop, like, early before the trade deadline, you know, because I kind of want him to retain his current value. Carlson's jumping a little bit. I mean, at least Clarkson. My theory about Clarkson jumping a little bit was right, but it's only his acceleration that's jumped, and that's only from morale, right? So, yeah, definitely got to buy him out. I don't think we're trading Clarkson. There's no way. Defensively, Ryan Murray hasn't jumped yet. That's fine. Harrington, I believe, has jumped a bit. The same with Prout. And everyone else has stayed the same. And, yeah, Korpisalo jumped a bit as well. So, no real line changes to make. I guess, like, we'll make our trades once it comes to the trade deadline. Because as of right now, like, the state of the team is just, like, what is going on? It's not stable. I don't understand it either, because the game says it's a contender. I don't believe we're a contender because we don't have, you know, that stud forward right now. We have the stud forward for the future. A lot of stud forwards for the future. We just don't have them right now, and we don't have the stud defenseman, or top 2 defenseman rather. Like current top 2 defensemen. Again, we have a lot of prospects. We have a future in Columbus. We just it's not. Oh, hold on. Yeah, nice. We passed a goal. We beat our rival, the Pittsburgh Penguins, in our first meeting, and we got $15,000 to our funds this year. Nice, but so again, it's interesting with the Columbus Blue Jackets because we're like a back and forth team. We're sort of young, sort of old, and I don't know. It's all over the place right now with Columbus. So we're just going to have to, again, we'll see where the simulation takes us at the trade deadline, and we should know by then what direction we're going to be going in. I mean, obviously we're going to be trading Hartnell, we're be trading Gagne, but we need to know what direction we're going in terms of retool or what's it called, or contend, basically. So it's a lot of hold on here. Fan happiness is down to 58. I'm gonna check out the arena here, see what needs upgrading, because that does not look normal. The fan happiness there. Let's see. Where do I find that? Open franchise overview. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta we gotta upgrade the arena here. So the team store is what really needs to be repaired. Yeah, we'll do that. That's all fine for now. We will repair the concessions, and that's good enough for now, I guess. Don't want to spend too much, because again, we're moving after this season. So, but again, we don't want the fans to be too unhappy going out of Columbus, you know. So we'll go up to the All-Star game, which once again, for like how many years in a row is it now? You cannot play the All-Star game in GM mode. It's like it feels like it's such a simple thing to code into the game, but it still hasn't been done, and I don't know why. It's such a simple thing to do. Or again, it seems like a simple thing to do because you know I can't speak for EA Sports because I'm not a programmer, but you know they're able to make a somewhat decent hockey game, so you'd think they'd be able to put the All-Star game in GM mode. You know, it's just it seems so weird to not be able to play the All-Star game once again. I mean, it seems like you have to. It's one of those things you have to do in just like play now mode. And yeah, like this is what I mean about the Columbus Blue Jackets. Jeez, like we're going back and forth, losing. Like we're on a 4-game losing streak at the moment, but it seems like we're just winning, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But as of lately, again, it's been a 5-game losing streak now. 22, 23, and 3. That's not looking good, boys. Especially heading into Halifax. That's not like it's not where we want to be. And I know the game thinks that we're a contender, but again, we're missing that stud player besides goaltender that can take us, you know, that can really take us to the next level. So, and we have a lot of two-way forwards on this team as well, rather than playmakers and snipers. The only sniper I believe that we have is Cam Atkinson. So, yeah, let's just go up to the trade deadline. But we definitely are moving out Hartnell, definitely moving out Gagne, or potentially even guys like Dubinsky or Johnson. I mean, probably not, because again, I just want to. This year is more of a, I guess, a cap dump year for the trade deadline because, again, we just need to get Hartnell out of here to make sure that his salary does not affect the future. In year 3, like we don't need to be handicapped with that salary for 3 years because, again, he has the potential to turn into a David Clarkson type situation where he drops to an 80 overall and all of a sudden you're stuck with him at almost $5 million per year until his contract's up, which at that point he won't have any value left anyway or he'll retire. So, you know, it's we need to get him out of here while we can. So we have to trade Scott Hartnell at the deadline, in addition to Gagne to maybe add a little more value to that, get a center, much needed center, and yeah, I mean that's really all about it that we got to do at the trade deadline for now. Because again, it's more of a this year doesn't really count if you guys know what I mean towards the GM mode itself, just because you know we're not really in Halifax yet, even though it's set. But yeah, we're definitely sellers here at the trade deadline. 26, 29, and 5. That is not good for the Columbus Blue Jackets. For some reason, fan happiness has just gone down. I think honestly that's just because of our record. But let's check on that anyway. See where our arena is at in terms of upgrades. Yeah, I mean the parking lot. Yeah, we'll upgrade that. Yeah, parking lot repair. And we may as well, of course, we'll fix the bathrooms too. And we'll keep the executive suite guys happy because, you know, they pay a lot of money. And that's about it. That's what we'll do for now. And gonna make some trades. Yeah, specifically Hartnell and Gagne. I mean, I'm gonna take a look at the stats here. I mean, but I really don't care how many points either of them have. We're probably trading them anyway because again, we could get a good, not a good value, but better value than we should out of Gagne because he's got such a low cap hit, and for a third line veteran, you know, that's not bad, especially for a team that's looking to make the playoffs or really make a run for the Stanley Cup. So, and then Hartnell, like, yeah, we just need to get his salary out of here before he becomes a problem in terms of, you know, a combination of age, 2 years remaining, you know, before it's another Clarkson situation. So, yeah, let's do that right now. Let's get them out of Columbus. So, trade players. I don't really know what I'm going for here. Well, no, scratch that. I do. I want a center, but I don't know what exact kind of center we need. So definitely not someone like Kessler or Getzlaf, but also not a prospect like Steele or Natnam. Like, I think Raquel would be, someone like Raquel would be a good example of what I'm looking for. Because we need someone to take over that second line center position once Dubinsky's moved on, and then, you know, maybe Wenberg stays on the third line or something, or not Wenberg. Who is it? Carlson. But yeah, I think we need some center depth here. So I would like for it to be like a center sniper if that's possible, but I don't think there's too many of those. But first of all, let's add, who is it? Right, Gagne. Let's add Gagne, and let's add Hartnell to the deal. I'd like to get them in the same deal if I can, so that we can get as much value out of him as possible. Yeah, Hartnell's not even happy here in Columbus, so yeah, it's just best to move him on. So let's try to find a team that want both of them. Thank God that glitch was fixed from last year. That was god awful. All right, so Minnesota wants both of them. Let's keep looking. Montreal wants both of them, and they have more cap space, so that's something to think about. So Montreal, Minnesota, Ottawa, Philadelphia, and that's it. Okay, so Montreal, Minnesota, Ottawa, Philadelphia. Okay. So let's try Minnesota or Montreal first, since they have the most cap space out of these teams, I believe. And let's see, centers. So they got Mechanics, Hudon, maybe Hudon. I don't know. I mean, Galchenyuk's got way too much trade value. Mechanics is too old for what I'm looking for. Desharnais is a bit old for what I'm looking for. Hudon. Charles Hudon. He's a minor league scoring forward. But here's the thing. He could, no matter how he pans out, he's a solid third or fourth liner. We got Wenberg and Carlson for the future. I prefer a skill guy. Here. Even though we're giving up a third liner technically. I don't know. We may only be able to get Hudon back technically even. Yeah, because that's not a whole lot of value right there. And then Hartnell's salary just brings him down even more. We could try to get another prospect here from Montreal, I guess. There's no way we're going to get Sergachev, because if you throw him in there with his trade value, like, that's a lot, and they don't even want to give up Hudon or Sergachev. So here's what I'm thinking. We take one of their, no, not onside, because that doesn't count towards their skater count. We take someone like this guy, Thrower, because they want to give him up. Even that's like, That's risky value right there. We're taking, I guess, a gamble on Hudon. Here's the thing, though. They want Gagne and Hartnell. But they don't want to give up Hudon. Is there any way we could get a draft pick out of this, I wonder? They want to give up all their draft picks, so that's good. I doubt we could get a first out of this. I really doubt it, unless they want draft picks themselves. No, they don't. I wouldn't want to give up any draft picks anyway, or at least not any high draft picks. Let's see if we can get, I don't know, a second. And then switch that with our third. Nah, that's not going through. There's no way that goes through. I'm not going to retain any of Hartnell's salaries, so. I don't. Thing is, I feel like with Hudon, I'm not getting enough back for Hartnell. But the thing is, we just need to dump his. The point of trading Hartnell again is to get his salary out of here, so that we don't have that problem like a year or two from now. And we are getting a solid prospect, like a 3.5 star forward in Hudon. He's got the puck skills. He's got marginal shot, okay skating, decent senses, decent defense. Yeah, I mean, he's a solid fourth liner, I think, even though the game says he's a minor league scoring forward. We could still develop him into a solid third liner, because we're going to have to get rid of Clarkson as well this upcoming offseason. But then that's another hole in our lineup. You know what? No. I need 2 roster players out of this. Definitely. I wouldn't even mind taking like an 80 overall guy as long as he doesn't have like a tremendous salary. What is that? This De La Rose guy. He's a top 9 low potential, 21 years old, fourth line forward. He's got great physicality. Marginal defensive category, marginal puck skills, marginal shot. But he's a great. He should be listed as a grinder or power forward, I think. But we can, yeah, we can add him in there. Now Montreal doesn't want to give him up, so that's a little bit more value on the table. So we might have to give up a pick here. Yeah, let's go to draft picks and let's give a 4th. I don't really want to give up any draft picks at all, but I feel like they wouldn't take that just because of that value. The value on their end is too equivalent to our value, and they don't want to give these guys up. However, they do want these guys. So just sweetening the value effectively with a 4th round pick. So let's see if this goes through. Accepted. Very nice. So we unloaded that salary cap of Scott Hartnell and got a couple potential, well, they are roster players, but decent potential players back. So yeah, I think that's it. Are these guys already on the roster? Yeah, Hudon and De La Rose. Okay, so they actually had the morale boost from Montreal because they're now an 80 and a 79. What if I put, putting Clarkson on the 3rd line at this point in the season wouldn't even make sense at this point in the season. Let's just put them both on the 3rd line next to Carlson. Yep, De La Rose substituting all lines. And Hudon. Let's see Hudon's face-offs, actually. 73. Yeah, we'll keep Carlson in the middle. And Hudon can be the right winger on that line. And I don't think that Hartnell or the other guy Gagne were on any penalty kill or anything like that. No, I don't think they were. Nope. All right, let's just move on from that. So we got rid of Hartnell's salary. Next thing to do is just simulate past the trade deadline, which we will not do in this video because it is it's a very long one. So we'll end it off here. And I will see you guys in the next one.